Cutting-edge police work. Genetic information IDs 2005 murder victim. Hello, I'm Jay Nickel of Nickel Investigations, and this is an Ontario Cold Cases, Canada's True Crime Podcast, Special Edition. Modern technology has enabled police to identify a woman found dead near a picnic area east of Guelph almost 20 years ago as a missing British Columbia woman. On August 28, 2005, a deceased female was located in the woods near a rest area along Highway 7 between Guelph and Rockwood. Ontario Provincial Police believe the victim was brought to the area about a month before her remains were discovered. Her body was covered by a sleeping bag and dressed in clothes investigators determined were purchased near Montreal. The victim's death was deemed suspicious, and to this day, no cause of death has been determined. Further examination determined that prior to her death, she had experienced a broken left cheek, nose, and left eye socket that had healed, the OPP said in a statement released Friday. As a result of these injuries, the deceased wore a two-tooth partial plate on her upper teeth. 2 years ago, the OPP submitted a genetic sample from the remains into an investigative genetic genealogy program in an attempt to identify living family members. In April, results from the test identified living relatives, and police were able to identify the deceased as Tammy Eileen Penner, formerly of Chilliwack, BC, who was 41 years old at the time of her disappearance. Penner was reported missing to Chilliwack RCMP on February 7, 2005, 6 months before her remains were discovered. A memorial marking the discovery of Penner's remains was erected by the Rockford Knights of Columbus. OPP Detective Inspector Randy Gaynor said identifying the victim doesn't mean the case is closed. There is more to be done. Tammy's family is desperate to find out the circumstances that led to her death, he said, urging anyone with information to contact police. Genetic genealogy is being used to help solve numerous cold cases in Canada and the United States. 4 years ago, Toronto police used a technique to determine the identity of the man responsible for the 1984 murder of 9-year-old Christine Jessop. Calvin Hooper, who was 28 when he sexually assaulted and murdered the Queensville, Ontario girl, died in 2015. Thank you, and please consider subscribing to Ontario Cold Cases, the podcast, available wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts.